love looking like a mushroom. Hello there. So today we have a special day. First of all, I have shorter hair than ever and I absolutely love it. And second of all, CATRICE came out with the autumn collection and I couldn't help myself. Despite the lack of finances on my bank account, I decided to purchase some stuff because it looked really good and I'm very impatient. I also don't go outside very much, so there's a very low chance I'll see those products in the drugstore actually. I have a box full of stuff. It's not only CATRICE, I had to pick up some other bits and pieces here and there to complete the look. But overall, I think those are kind of like new things. Either I didn't really try them out or I did not at all try them out. And some of these look pretty exciting. So let's start off with a pore filler. I actually have a new one today. This is the Revolution Pro Blur Fine Line Filler. 77% of people think a lot of stuff about this, that it blurs lines, blurs pores, imperfections, and instantly fills acne scars. And it also says that 72% of people agree that it's a magic in a pot. So let's test this out. It's like in a concealer pot. And it's basically one shade. It's like this light beigey color. I did swatch it, but I didn't test it out on my face yet. It's like almost like putty, but it's definitely more sticky than a putty primer. You cannot really see it, can you? So I have a lot of pores in this area. So I'm just gonna... Nah. No, that didn't do anything. The thing with pores is you cannot like get rid of them, right? They're just there. So I think the only thing this can really do is make them look better under makeup. I don't think this is instantly blurring pores or anything else, but it could look very good under makeup, so we will see. It does have like quite silicone-y feeling. It's nothing like I have, so I don't know. We'll see how this looks. So I don't think I have any new primers, so I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild Primer Serum, which is this hydrating serum primer, and I really like it, as you can clearly tell by the amount of product in the bottle. For the foundation, I'm going to use the Revlon ColorStay in the shade 150, but this is not the usual one everyone uses. This is the normal to dry skin one, because I did use that one and I do recall it being a little bit too dry for me. So I recently purchased this one and I hope it's going to be a bit better. I think I'll start off with just one pump. Here we go, one pump. And I'll use my Real Techniques buffing brush to blend it in, because I recently got that as well and I quite like it. I think this applied really nicely, actually. This is I don't really think my pores are all that blurred under the foundation. I don't know if you can see, but I can still definitely see them. But overall, I think the skin looks very nice. It looks pretty like glowy, healthy, slightly covered. I would say this is like a lower medium coverage, but I did apply a very small amount of foundation because that's how I like it the most. So maybe if you build this up, it's going to give you more coverage. But it does say that it has natural finish, which I definitely agree with. And it also has SPF 20, which is just great. Like, I'm happy with any SPF anywhere, so that's cool. It doesn't smell like SPF. My eyes don't feel irritated yet. I do have a new concealer from CATRICE, and I honestly hope that this is just like a first thing in the wind that's going to be launched before all the other stuff come from this range. And this is the Cover & Care Sensitive Concealer, which is fragrance-free, long-lasting, and is supposed to be waterproof and for sensitive skin and eyes. So, sounds good. Sounds similar to the Essence Sensitive Concealer, which I loved. So let's see what this one actually does. Okay, there may be a bit too much there on the nose, but we will see how it goes. Okay, what am I seeing? Is it just me, or did this make my under eyes look worse? This looks very weird. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like it almost gave the under eyes just a glow and didn't really cover much, but it looked so good at first. What happened? I don't think I'm very happy with this. I'm going to set it with my Rimmel Kind and Free powder because I do not have a new powder. That looks horrible. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Let me set the rest of my face and we'll evaluate. I like how the complexion looks. The face as a whole looks very nice. What I'm not sure about are the under eyes. Like, what did the concealer do? It really makes me look like I don't have concealer on, and it makes me very upset. Listen, of course, I don't want to just write this off immediately and say that it's a bad concealer, because I don't think so. But so far, I'm very unimpressed with this one. Maybe it needs a little different combination. Well, I'll keep testing it, but in the mirror, it looks like I have worse under eye bags than I had when I woke up, and that's not good in my book. I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows, and because I have bangs again and you can barely see them, I'm going to just take my Revolution brow glue. This is a great brow gel, and I'll just run through them a bit. And now to make them look a little bit less weird, I'm gonna use this CATRICE On Point brow liner. I think I used it like once or twice, but I wasn't all that impressed. Listen, I'm not loving the brows, but nobody cares, it's just eyebrows. I don't really have all that much for the eyes, but I do have the CATRICE Aloe Vera eyeshadow stick, which is like their new stick form eyeshadow, and I have the shade Lavender Brown because it sounded really cool. And it looks like this. It's kind of like a cool toned brown. I think I'm gonna try and use it as like a liner because I don't want to go too heavy on the eyes right now. Alright, so that's the look. I just went for a little bit like a grungier, more simple liner. It's a really nice shade. It is like, it is brown for sure, but if you look at it, it's like a... I actually can understand like the lavender brown name because it kind of has like this purple tone to it. It is very movable though, so like you can definitely blend it out. I'm gonna let it set for a minute and see if it's going to move further on because I'm kind of curious to see if it is like smudgeable because I just smudged it on my hand and it's definitely like blendable. You have time to work with it. Yeah, this may not be like 100% gonna dry and will never move kind of thing, but right now I'm going to apply mascara. I actually have two new things for mascara. The first is the CATRICE SuperPrime mascara base. Listen, I'm not a person who would enjoy another step in the mascara routine. In fact, I'm usually too lazy to even apply 2 coats of mascara. But I thought, you know what? Let's give this one a shot. Maybe it's gonna be very good. So it looks like a mascara, of course, and it has like this light gray shade. Let's apply and see if it does anything. I don't know, what is it supposed to do? Extra curl and define volume. I don't see all that much, but we'll see. Maybe if we apply the mascara on top, it's gonna like show up. And now I have the new CATRICE Boost Up Volume and Lash Boost Mascara. This is supposed to like help your lashes grow, if I understood correctly. And it also has some kind of wide lash complex, which I think is like this serum-like thing that's supposed to help your lashes grow. I don't know, man. And I do have it in the shade Extra Black, I believe. So it should be a very black mascara. I quite like the brush. It is plastic, but the bristles are like very small. So maybe it's actually going to work well. Do you see the difference? I mean, I definitely see it. Listen, I literally just opened it, so it's messy, okay? It is a bit messy, but damn, those are some lashes. Smudge test. This is the last line I did with the shadow. Yeah, it's still moving. Okay. So this is not like 100% you put it on and stays all day kind of eyeshadow, but honestly, I don't think that's a problem. Like, not every eyeshadow needs to stay forever, I think. Okay, next time I use this mascara, I'm gonna use it without the base to see how it works. But together, they form a pretty like convincing combo. So now let's finish off the base. I have my Krash Cosmetics Matte and Glow Duo Bronzer in the shade Wet and Tan. I did mention it in a favorites video recently, so I thought might as well use it on camera. Since we're going kind of like dramatic here, I'm going to use the matte shade. I like them both. I like the shimmery one too. I'm gonna apply a little bit on top because I'm not using a lot of highlighter today, so just a bit of glow. Now I look insane. Good job. And now we have a new blush from Catrice. Listen, I'm not a big fan of their blushes, but I thought this one looks really cute. And they had some nice swatches on their Instagram, so I picked up one. This is the Air Blush Glow. It looks like this. It's like kind of cute. You have like 3 different shades. You kind of mix them around. And it's in the shade Cloud Wine. I'm not gonna lie, all of the shades look very similar. So I decided to not go for the one called Coral because I always buy the Coral one. And I wanted to just try something else. So I'm going to use my Morphe blush brush. Okay, I had to build it a little bit because I literally didn't see it. Yeah, I quite like it. I mean, ever since I started wearing my hair very much to my face, I kind of want to, you know, keep it very pigmented here. I know from the side it's going to look insane, but nobody's going to see the side because that's where the hair is. Yeah, that's a cute blush. I like the texture of that. It swatches like very glowy and very like sheer. I mean, I'm not mad at that. As I said, we're not going to have much highlight. I'm just going to use the Physicians Formula Rose All Day Set and Glow. It has like this weird balmy thing I don't really like. And then it has this, which is supposed to be like a setting powder. This is so not a setting powder, but it's a very cute highlighter. If you want some highlighter that's not going to emphasize the texture and it's not going to be like metallic or glittery or beaming, this is such a good one. I know they're quite expensive, but I would say like it's a very one-of-a-kind thing, but it smells like rose a lot. Now I have 2 lip products that I didn't use yet on camera. And the first one is the Fake Lips Lip Liner from Krash Cosmetics. I don't remember what on the packaging is the name of the shade, but I think Fake Lips is the name of the shade. It's a brown lip liner. It is sharpenable. It's like, you know, standard lip liner. I think I'm just gonna do like a little ombre thing that I usually do. So yeah, I just applied it like mostly to the center of my lip and kind of diffused it out with the brush and with my finger. The brush is stained, okay? It's not dirty, it's stained. And last but not least, I have the Catrice Volumizing Extreme Lip Booster, which is their lip plumper in the gin and tonic flavor. Listen, I cannot resist something like that. The thing is, this one is supposed to be like cooling. They have like different types of the plumper. I have like the chilly one, then I have like an old one they used to have. I have a tinted one. And this one is supposed to be like the cooling one, which I don't have. Let's try it out. It smells like mint and cucumber, which is not very gin-like, but sure. So to give it a fair shot, I'm gonna pause for a couple of minutes, let it tingle a bit, and we will see how it goes, if it actually plumps my lips a little bit. Okay, it's been like 2 minutes. It's tingling a little bit. It is tingling in like the minty way. I do think my lips are bigger because they're getting irritated. That's basically how all of these work. Honestly, I have great experience with these lip plumpers. I have great experience with the Catrice lip plumpers. I feel like they're the only ones that actually make a difference. I mean, I already feel like they're bigger. Of course, they're shiny, but they feel like a little bit swollen. So yeah, I would say that this definitely does work, and I do feel like my lips are getting bigger. However, this is the finished look. So what do we think? Honestly, I feel like all these new things, especially from Catrice, were pretty good, except for the concealer. Like, what was that? The under eyes look a little bit better now. I'm not sure if it kind of like set or something, but I still can see a lot of darkness in here. Like, if you look very up close, you can still see like the super blue under eye bag. The bags shouldn't be that bad, okay? They should not. I don't know what happened there. But the rest of the products, I mean, the mascara is pretty good. I'm usually never impressed with mascaras because my lashes suck. The blush I like, even though it's a little bit like sheer for me. Everyone's blush preferences are a bit different, but I feel like if this is like the wine shade, which is usually the darkest, and it barely shows up on me on like 3 layers, like how many layers is it gonna take to show up on someone with like medium skin or dark skin or deep skin? It seems very uninclusive to have blushes with like this little pigment, if you know what I mean. And even the shade is a little bit too light for me to be called like wine. The bronzer is already my favorite, you know. The highlighter I really like. I think it's a very unique formula. The eyeshadow stick was okay, even though it's not one of those that are just gonna stay with you forever. It is movable, it's creamy, but I can imagine a lot of people enjoying that more than having like the super hard duty eyeshadow stick that you have to like scrub off. I'm not sure how it would be in terms of creasing. The lip products I like. I mean, the pencil is very cute. I like that a lot. The gloss, I think the more I look at my lips, the bigger they look. Like, I really can see a difference. And it's not too painful. So usually when I see a difference is with the more painful ones, which I don't end up wearing as often because it irritates everything in me. The, what's it called? The blur? I mean, no, I don't think so. Like, either it doesn't work or I didn't apply enough. But I felt like I did apply a lot. So unless you're supposed to use this with like a spatula and like pack it on in a layer, I don't think it's that impressive. I think I might need to give this more shots to really see. Yeah, the foundation I like. I mean, I kind of know I like it, but I really like it more than the original one. It just looks fabulous. See that? Like natural finish, glowy skin, very smooth. Doesn't like over cover, so you look like you have a mask. Very nice, just very nice. Yeah, this is simple. I like it and I had a good time. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing, and if you want to see more videos where I try out drugstore makeup, you can check out the playlist. See ya.